Hi, it's Clare Josa here, and welcome to Soul Size Wednesday, bite-sized inspiration to get you through the week. Now today's question is a real good one. It's one that I'm sure is going to help everybody out there. It comes from Lucy, and she wrote to me asking, Clare, what on earth do I do when I have one of those negative thoughts that's going round and round in my head like a gerbil wheel that I just can't get rid of? So, Lucy, thank you for asking this one. There are two steps to this process I'm going to share with you today. The first step is I invite you to stop calling it a negative thought. The thing is, as soon as we give something a label, we keep it stuck, yeah? And as soon as we call a thought negative, we give it this history of baggage of negative thoughts that we've rejected and tried to push away that makes it much more powerful and much stronger. It is a negative thought that happens to us rather than what it really is, which is a thought we happen to be thinking that causes us to feel ick. So, I'd like you all right now just to imagine a negative thought that you've had lately. And imagine and feel how different it is. Instead of calling it a negative thought and thinking, oh, I wish I wasn't saying this or thinking this, just let that go and just accept it's a thought just like any other. Then we move on to step 2 here. So, what happens with these thoughts that make us feel ick is we don't just think that one thought and then let it be, because if we did, it would float on through. Instead, we tell ourselves stories about them. And those stories are actually what makes us feel bad. So we might think, oh, so-and-so did something really horrible to me yesterday. Yeah, everybody always does horrible stuff to me, and I can't believe how often she says that, and I've asked her to stop saying it, and frankly it makes me feel terrible. Yeah, so this one little thought has started to become this story, and we all do it, and we can keep that going for days. It's like we're supersizing the negative thought. Yeah, would you like fries with that, ma'am? And I'm going to invite you today, instead of supersizing that thought, to press pause on the story. Instead of supersizing how bad we feel, I invite you to soul size it. So coming out of your head and into your heart, which is your soul's domain, and it's how it talks to us. If you bring that thought that makes you feel ick into your heart and ask yourself, what would my soul say to this thought? Try it right now. What would my soul say to this thought? And notice what shifts. What would my soul say to this thought? So, Lucy, those are my 2 steps for you. 1, let go of labels, stop calling it a negative thought. It's just a thought that makes you feel ick. 2, soul size that thought. Let go of the stories, let go of trying to supersize it, bring the thought into your heart and ask what your heart would say to that thought. And I promise you, that will help. So, I hope you found that useful today. What I'm going to invite you to do now is, when you've played with this exercise, share how you got on via the comments. Please, I'd love to hear from you. And if you've got any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. If you found this technique helpful, please share it with your friends. This stuff is my gift to you and to the world. So get it out there. Share it on Facebook, on Twitter, wherever you are. And above all, if you'd like to make sure that you always catch Soul Size Wednesday videos, make sure you're on my mailing list. You're part of our Soul Size Living community. You can join today, it's completely free, www.soulsizedliving.com. I would love to see you there.